Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. I'm back with my original segment, Ego Weight Watchers, aka ILL, where I give you guys a look into the fighter's lifestyle, before, after progress pictures, let you know what their physique's looking like, especially if they have a fight coming up. Now, a fight I'm looking forward to, May 6th, T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas. That's two Mexican big names in the sport. One's the son of a Mexican legend, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., taking on the favorite, who is Saul Canelo Alvarez. And I think it'll be a good fight. I like Golden Boy, what they tried to do to at least make the undercard stacked as much as they could using their roster. I think the best fight on it, as I mentioned before, is Joseph Jojo Diaz Jr. versus Manuel Tino Avila. I think that should be a good fight with two undefeated fighters. Both guys seem hungry. They're both unbeaten, and they're both good scrap. So I want to see that. Tino's actually from the same city as me out here in the Bay Area. So shout out to the Flat 707. Now, main event, I just did a video about it. There's an article on the website. I'll try to link to it in the description. Canelo Alvarez, in his preparation, it was just revealed that he's actually sparring bigger guys. I made a previous video about it, but the guy he was sparring, I don't know who he was sparring, but this guy has a name, and it's light heavyweight Vyacheslav Shabransky, who most recently fought in December against Sullivan Barrera. Now, I wrote and pinned an article on it, and I also made a video about it. Check those out. The reason this is interesting to me, and the reason I like it, is because this is a pay-per-view event, Cinco de Mayo. They both have talked their fair share of shit about the other person and what they're going to do. So the rest is what they're going to do in training camp, right? And Canelo is the one moving up 10.5 pounds, right? And I think Canelo has historically, in a lot of his fights, been the bigger man. Floyd Mayweather, Josecito, Shane Mosley, Matthew Hatton, Ryan Rhodes, Amir Khan. You know what I mean? He was the bigger guy in majority of those fights. And maybe there's a guy like Liam Smith who was a little bit taller than him, had a good build on him, but he didn't have big fight experience to me, even though he was a champion. So I didn't really expect much. But Chavez Jr. does have that. Whether he's won or lost, like the Fonfara fight and Sergio Martinez, that's big fight experience, right? He fought Marco Antonio Rubio before, Golovkin, things of that sort. So Chavez Jr. definitely presents a danger with his size in terms of like the absolute skill set, bar for bar, line for line. I believe Canelo is a more skilled fighter, but again, sometimes that stuff can be nullified against a bigger man. So I like Canelo's team, the Reynosos, bringing in a light heavyweight sparring partner with punching power. Again, for more on that, check out that Shabransky video I did. But Shabransky has a 78% knockout ratio, even in his loss to Sullivan Barrera. So that's almost 80% out of the guys he faced. Obviously, he didn't have high quality names before Sullivan Barrera. No one liked Sullivan Barrera, and that was a step up, and he came up short. But I still think that's good work for Chavez, or for Canelo. Now, you guys see in the thumbnail and the title, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. on his side, he looks like he's taking this shit really serious. And fantastico! I like that, man, because this is exactly, absolutely what boxing needs. A fight that's going to have a lot of eyes on it, most likely, based on the timing. It's going to be in Vegas, a tourist town, and it's in the summer, pretty much the summer, late spring. And I want to see this. I want to see this from the guys that are building up. I told you, for Canelo, obviously people want to see him fight Golovkin, but it didn't happen for one reason or another. So he's trying on this new weight against a guy like Chavez Jr. I've never had a problem with the fight, and I just really like the preparation that I've seen from the eye test from both of them. Chavez Jr. looks like he's in shape. I want to say this is his career best shape in terms of where he's at in his training camp versus like basically how many weeks are left until the fight and where he's at. And just from everything I've seen, they did an ESPN video, and he was running on the track. He had a parachute attached to him. He has a sweatsuit. He looks like he's really grinding and really trying. And that's been a common complaint that fans and boxing writers have had for Chavez Jr. is like, I see he has some skill. I see shades of his father, but he's nothing like his father, and he's not disciplined. You know what I mean? And he's not putting his best foot forward. He seems kind of lazy, kind of spoiled. So for whatever reason, maybe Canelo got under his skin. Maybe he thinks Canelo's a pretty boy, or maybe he hates him. I don't know. But for whatever reason, this fight seems to have motivated him more so than other fights. Because again, to me, I think this is Chavez Jr. Weeks out from the fight, like a month and maybe a week or whatever. I don't recall him being in this shape. In fact, he's even missed some weigh-ins where he couldn't even make weight and had to weigh in naked and stuff like that. So for him to be in this particular shape, Ego Weight Watchers, I'm pretty impressed because he's assembled the right team. I wrote an article about it. Mimo Heredia, Angel Heredia, says he's not worried about Chavez's weight. It's perfectly obtainable, even though it's a catch weight, which is low to a lot of people. And he says he has the formula. I know people are going to say like, oh yeah, the drug formula and stuff because he has the Olympic scandal or whatever. But I mean, he's cleared to be doing what he's doing. Thus is why he's in the training camp. So I mean, I'm gonna leave it at that. But I like it, and it looks like his team has a plan, and Chavez Jr. is sticking to that plan. From the eye test, to me, based on Chavez Jr.'s listed height, he's like 6'1.5", 6'2", something like that. I want to say he's about, 176.5 to 178. That's what he looks like to me, based on this picture. So he still has a little bit of ways to go, but he has plenty of time to gradually and progressively shed that additional weight. So me personally, that's all I can be happy with, because I want to see a fight, and you know what I mean, I don't want to see a guy who's not taking it seriously and then gets whooped up on, you know what I mean, because I really thought I picked Sergio Martinez to beat Chavez, but I thought it would at least probably be a little bit more competitive, even though I really was confident that Martinez was going to beat him. And Chavez really didn't do nothing for 11 and a half rounds until he had that moment where he came alive and knocked him down with I think it was a left hook. So I like it. I like what I'm seeing from Chavez Jr. You let me know what you guys think. He definitely looks in shape. Again, to me, about 176.5 to 178-ish. He still has to come down to make the 164.5. Of course, that's me doing the eye test based on the picture. But it looks like his team has a game plan to get him there. And let me know what you guys think. How will Chavez Jr. look on the scale? What do you think of Canelo sparring a light heavyweight like Shabransky? Drop that in the conversations below. Drop me a comment. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.